Today, the Supreme Court heard oral arguments on the federal government's challenge to Arizona's strict illegal immigration law known as SB 1070.
I signed the bill after reading it and amending it as it went through the legislature to make sure that it absolutely did what we wanted it to do, and that was to address the terrible situation that Arizona was facing. Because we needed protections for the citizens of Arizona and what Arizona was experiencing as far as the cost element in education and health care and incarceration.
During arguments on Wednesday, the justices seemed to be in favor of upholding a key part of that law. It allows police to check the immigration status of people they arrest or stop for other reasons. But a decision on other parts of the law seems to be a bit more difficult. Another key part of this law is the fact that it makes it a crime for illegal immigrants to have a job or to try to obtain a job. There was some scrutiny from the justices on that particular point.
Right, that's an unusual provision to start with, and what the argument was there is that the federal law doesn't provide that anyone other than the employer could face criminal penalties, not the people who are illegal, who are looking for work. They wouldn't normally be subject to criminal penalties. So this Arizona law is now adding to what the federal law does not provide for. And the argument that was brought up today by one of the justices was that, in fact, that the federal government declined to make it a crime for the illegal aliens to look for work. And now, so that would put the Arizona law in conflict with the federal law. The federal government still has the supremacy, but if there's a vacuum left, the state can act. And in fact, here, it's still up to the federal government whether they deport these people. This is one of the arguments that was brought up. The state is not deporting them. They're not making that decision. They're just referring them to the federal government to say, here, we found these folks, they're illegal, do whatever you're going to do with them.